Hello everybody, my name is JD and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 video. Today we'll be going over some information we learned during Mount Week, which was last week. For those of you who don't know, Guild Wars 2's next expansion, Path of Fire, will introduce 4 mounts: the Raptor, the Springer, the Skimmer, and the Jackel. The Guild Wars 2 team designed the mounts to be toys that the players could use to explore the environment in new and interesting ways. This is actually the main difference between mounts in Guild Wars 2 and mounts in other MMOs that you might have had experience with in the past. Guild Wars 2 mounts don't just give you a speed boost where you are basically on the mount but you move in the exact same way as your character would normally move. You're just moving a little bit faster. Each mount gives you a unique movement ability while you're riding it. The Raptor, for instance, has a horizontal forward leap ability that can clear large gaps in the terrain. The Springer has a large vertical jump that hurls you into the air. The Skimmer hovers a certain distance over the ground, making it easy to clear water areas and quicksand areas quickly. The Jackel has this really cool teleport ability that allows it to blink from location to location. The development team didn't just create these abilities just to create them. They're not just for show, they actually help you navigate the Crystal Desert and allow you to gain access to areas you would have missed otherwise or would not be able to access otherwise. The new Crystal Desert maps were also designed around these abilities, so there will be hidden things in the maps that only certain mounts can get to. There will be jumping puzzles in the map that will require some, if not all, of the mounts to complete, I'm sure. I'm really excited to see how the maps will take advantage of these unique abilities. The development team for Guild Wars 2 seems to have really high hopes for these abilities, and I hope they're as rewarding as the developers seem to think they are, so we'll see. So next, let's talk a little bit about how you're going to acquire the mounts. During guild chat, the development team mentioned that each mount will be acquired through what they called mount camps, which are special renowned hearts that exist in the world. Apparently, you will be able to acquire the mounts by completing these hearts, and by completing them, they will serve as a tutorial to teach you how to use the mounts in the open world. Right now, it's unclear if the mount camps exist in other instances or if they can be completed in the open world. The first one with the Raptor we know you get in the first instance of Path of Fire. Once you complete the heart and acquire the mount, you will be able to unlock the associated mastery lines with that mount to further progress it through the mastery system. I actually like the way that mounts will be acquired in Path of Fire. In Heart of Thorns, the acquisition of masteries felt really hollow. There was no story or lore reason for us to really have the glider. It was just kind of given to us and we went about our way. So the fact that the dev team listened to that criticism and took time to create a lore reason and story behind the acquisition of these mounts, I think is a big step in the right direction. So I'm very happy to see this. I hope that they continue to do this in future, not only expansions but living world episodes, where when they introduce things, there's a lore reason behind why it exists. Really excited to see that, and I hope that they continue it. Another cool thing that the development team shared with us during the guild chat live stream, early concepts for mounts. This section I really found interesting because I love seeing the creative process in action. Every time I see a design that was scrapped, I always wonder, why was it removed? What was the conversation that led to that particular design being scrapped? Seeing all the different designs really makes you appreciate all the hard work that went into the finished mounts we see today. From the idle animations to the way they move, you could tell that a lot of love and care went into it, and I'm happy that they came out the way that they did, but I'm also happy to see kind of the journey it took to get there. So I'm happy they shared these designs with us. Overall, these mounts look really good and they feel distinct from each other. They all feel like they have their own purpose and place, and you can tell that a lot of time and effort went into the design and implementation. The only negative I can see is that the mount system is a part of the mastery system. If the Guild Wars 2 team did in fact create lore as part of the acquisition of these mounts, then it's lore that we'll probably only ever experience or see once, and then never have to see it again for any of our characters. We'll only acquire the mounts on one character and then it's unlocked across all of our account, which is kind of sad because we'll never have that feeling of progressing the Raptor so that it can jump a little bit further, or the Springer so that it can jump higher. It's a little sad, but really it's the way that the game is, it's the way that the mastery system actually works, and I wish there was a way that we can toggle between having a mastery system on or starting with a brand new character on the account. They seem to be able to do that with kind of like these demo characters. They don't necessarily have everything that your account has, so it would be nice if we could maybe have the ability to start a character without some of these things so that we can experience the game fresh and new again. But I do understand that there are a lot of casual players who will appreciate the fact that they don't have to grind out the masteries for these particular mounts again. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to the debut of mounts in the game. I actually can't wait to see everyone's personal style be reflected in their mount choice and in the colors, because these can be dyed, that they choose. Like everyone else though, I do think that ArenaNet will release something that gives either additional dye channels to the mounts, or they release mount specific skins, or maybe mount specific accessories. I think they have to monetize this in some way, form, or fashion, and I believe it's probably going to be sold through the gem store. What do you guys think? Do you think that this is something that the mount system needs? I keep seeing it all over the internet that like, hey, when are mount skins coming? When are mount skins coming? Do you guys think that mount skins is the best choice for this? Which would you prefer? Would you prefer having a completely different skin, or would you prefer having accessories like saddles or bandanas or armor for your mounts? Anyway, the community seems to be begging for something to help further customize their mounts, and I hope that ArenaNet is planning to deliver on that, because we are all waiting to pretty much just give them our money. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help out the channel. I hope that you have an amazing day. Peace.